Hello and welcome to this very unusual episode. For some it might be considered unusual, or you might just consider Kai unusual. I don't know. I mean, really, let's not. So due to the absence of one of our players, we have decided that we shall tell a different side to the story that you are all too familiar with by now. So whilst our intrepid heroes are busy facing off against the Dark Lord Gash in the great city of the Breach, our other heroes, as played by our three players available today, are in a very different situation, and you're about to find out are quite different from the usual lot. So, Michael, why don't you tell us who you are playing?
Yes, but of course, I am playing Kochade. He is a deep elf from dark and far below, and a member of the Tamsarai who has foreseen his involvement with the Tamsarai and will, as a prophet, guide his allies to great success.
There you go. So you're playing the Prophet class that Talisman Adventures offers us. What can we expect from the Prophet class?
You see, while Kochade definitely has a strong insight, Michael, however, is a big barrel of I'm figuring this out as I go. Prophets are prophets, as far as I've been led to believe, are guys who get a lot of bonuses to predict the future and alter fate. I can change the results as they happen, giving bonuses to my allies, penalties to my enemies. Also, because I'm an elf, I can speak with animals, so I can hopefully use some of that to kind of get the drop on people. In addition, I've also got some healing spells and a curse that brings people to flame, because that's the little Michael in me that wants to burn things.
All right. Okay, so that's cockroach. And then, not cockroach. What is her name?
Kochade.
Kuchade.
Okay,
Yes.
that's cockroach.
Yes.
Cockroach.
It literally sounds like a delicious Mexican meal.
Cucaracha.
Kochade. Three serves of
Okay,
kochade.
then, because everyone wants to know, instead of Iris the Druid, Kai, you will now be playing...
I was playing Douglas. Because you only had men dwarf tokens left.
Yes, that is indeed true. This is what happens when you make your tokens in Portrait Workshop and don't anticipate someone not showing up. You end up having to use other tokens.
Have the best beard ever.
Yes, I do currently have beard envy, as that
Glorious.
is a magnificent growth.
Absolutely magnificent.
Christ, what is happening?
Never a dull moment on this show. Absolutely not. So you are playing Douglas.
Douglas the dwarf.
A dwarf, all right, and you are a warrior class, fighter class?
Oh.
That's a yes, I think.
I think that's a yes as well.
Yeah.
And then possibly married to Douglas or not. I don't know how far that relationship
be,
goes.
yeah, that's fine.
Mitch, who are you playing?
I'm playing Saul McLeod. I'm the completely normal guy that's just in this situation. He doesn't actually understand what's going on at all. But he's a warrior, and he has a gigantic sword. His nickname is Biggie. No relation to my other character at all. And he hits things, and that's his job.
Guess me, I'm a dwarf.
Absolutely. But after we're done killing these, hit this, them, they're here.
Right, excellent. And so now we have met our players, Saul, Douglas, and Kusade.
There you go.
I so wanted to say cockroach. So these three individuals, who all also work for the Tam Sarai, were tasked by their overseer, a certain individual, who asked them to go and do something of a personal favour for him. He required that our intrepid heroes journey into an abandoned dwarvish mine located in an area that I cannot remember because I have the wrong map open, but it was located in this area here of the map, and I will go to that area of the map so we can all have a look and see, just to the north of the Crags. Now, the Crags is a dwarvish-controlled territory. There are trolls in the area as well. They occasionally will elect chieftains if the trolls want to do something. The dwarves, however, have large fortresses and citadels all run by the Tempered Lords. Those are the dwarvish lords that run these places. And the Crags is riddled with mines of all kinds and description. There is one mine in particular, of which the three of you found the entrance just this morning, which apparently has been overrun by goblins of a particular sort. Now, the reason why your supervisor asked you to travel to these particular mines is because he thinks they may have someone prisoner that is of importance, and that you should go in there and find this prisoner and release her. She is a dark elf, hence choosing you, Cockroach. Kusade. And so you might best be able to communicate with her. Her name is Aphasael, and she is of importance to us, and thus you should go and get her back from these goblins. There is a slight problem, however. This is not a usual dwarvish mine. It is indicated as being such, but we know that that's not true. This is an old dwarvish tomb, which will be quite heavily protected. Hence us sending you along, Dwarfy, Dargus, to assist with any issues that might arise as a result of a dwarvish tomb being inveigled. We're not entirely sure how the gobbos got in, but we certainly know that they didn't get in through the front door, which is the door you're going to have to take, because we don't know of any other doors. And so if there's any questions, ask Saul.
Right, yeah, I absolutely know what I'm doing. We're just gonna go in there and hit some stuff. Right.
Oh, aye.
Aphasael is your primary target. Just remember to bring her out alive,
Right,
if possible.
Yeah, absolutely.
I foresee a glorious success.
Let's get the bunny, lass.
Right. Well, in that case, then, I wish you fair charge. And so you take your convoy of Sherpas, dwarvish Sherpas, as far as they would go before they got to the edge of a rather intimidating crevasse into which several mines had been created, and your guide pointed out one of the mine shafts, which was clearly labelled mine, as it had a large sign outside saying mine closed, and said that that's probably the one that you're after, though I wouldn't know why you'd want to go in there. You'll know that it's the right one when you get to the first door.
All right.
Good luck.
Thank you, little person. You've been so great.
You
ready, Dagus?
Aye.
The Sherpas don't even, they can't even, and they turn around and they just leave you on this desolate rock face. And so you went into this tomb, as there was no first door, as he had indicated. There is simply a series of old withered steps which have led down this passageway, and this is what you see.
Hey, Corsarde. Do I say your name right?
This will suffice.
Could
It
you
appears as though... Oh, no, please continue.
Do you see beyond the door? Do you have the thing where you think real hard and you see things happen before they happen? Do you know what happens when I open this door?
Ah, yes. Maybe I can attempt to foresee the future. I will take a moment, and I will inspect the door, and I want to use my investigation to figure out, with its green glow, is it dangerous? Is it not dangerous? I'm not going to use magic just yet, but I want to use my inner power of common bloody sense.
You start examining this door. Douglas, you can give me a lore check using wits if you like, whilst our Crusade is giving us his investigation check using wits.
Very nice.
The door indeed is ancient. It is carved in the likeness of a very stout square dwarf, but you assume that that's more of the artistic style than his original shape. And it does emit a faint green glow from runes that have been etched all around the circumference of the door and into the lintel above it.
That is a 22.
A 22, just a standard success?
Great success.
A great success. You realize that opening this door will most likely close a door behind you that you were both, or all of you were unaware of because it was open. You suspect that that's the only way to enter the tomb, and that it is a design by the dwarves to ensure that those who go in intend to go in, and those who are out stay out and cannot provide aid to those who go in.
I will convey this to the others.
Daggis, what was your law check?
I rolled an 8, great success.
An 8 on a great success. This looks like a dwarvish door.
Oh, I'm proud of my ancestors.
They probably had doors too. With a
Dwarven technology. the common door came from us.
I'm gonna.
So says Daggis.
Hey, so if I put some pittons underneath the door, do you think that would hold it back from closing?
Well, if there is anything to know about dwarven technology, it is that those would only serve as pittance against the dwarvish might of their engineering.
I don't understand what you're saying. But okay, yeah. Is that a good idea or a bad idea? Is that what you're saying? You're saying it's a good idea?
I would save the pittance. We might use them later.
Roger that, Prophet Man. So do I just open this now, or what do you want me to do?
Push, but with the arms, not with the back.
Right, so you're just okay, I'm going to bench this door then, and I just do this. He told me to push my arm, so I'm literally just doing this. And I hope it's a push door, not a pull door, because otherwise it's going to get real awkward.
Oh, yeah. It gets real awkward. You push that sucker as hard as you can. Daggis,
Is there a door handle?
Extraordinary success. 12 plus 5 or plus 7. Is it a brawn check? Plus 7?
Yeah.
So 19 to open the door.
On an extraordinary success. Well, you are pushing that sucker, and it starts to give way. As a matter of fact, it starts to actually bend. Daggis, dwarf doors usually you lift up.
I'll wander over.
I'm feeling like I almost got this.
Lift with your knees.
But the prophet guy just said, lift with your arms. Which one do we do?
Put my hands underneath and lift the door like a dwarf does.
All right, you lift the door. The door opens up without a difficulty. As you lift the door behind Kusade suddenly slowly closes behind you with a rumbling motion. In front of you, you see a corridor stretching away, but there is a rather unfriendly-looking saw blade sitting in the middle of it. It appears to be attached to a mechanical device of some kind.
Be careful. This device looks dangerous.
Do I know what this is?
Do any of you have dark vision or low light vision or night vision?
I have a torch.
Look at that.
I have
You
night
have a
vision.
torch? Do
I
you
do.
like the torch?
Of course.
Of course, you silly horse. Okay, you light your torch. That will give you some extra viewing distance. So that gives you a total distance of 4.
I have night sight,
You have
which
night
doesn't
sight.
aid me when I'm underground or in a building.
There you go. You have night sight. I like that. That's going to help you as well. That gives you a better vision as well. All right, so you are now seeing that this corridor seems to stretch quite some distance ahead of you, and there are multiples of these blades. They smell old and rusty, and there is a kinetic or a potential energy about them that they could start moving at the slightest touch. And one of you notices the beard hair of Daggis that has come loose. It's drifting idly on a current of air that slowly takes it towards the first blade And as it arrives at the blade, as it touches it, it splits in half, with one half going upwards and the other half disappearing to the ground.
You know, you could brush your beard every night. It'd probably be better. You
Hey,
wouldn't lose
Beckett,
hair.
my
Like
beard
that.
is magnificent. You're jealous.
I mean,
I
undoubtedly.
also foresee that any split ends will be taken care of by the large blade.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have
I
no
haven't been-
split ends. I have the most magnificent beard.
I mean,
Oh.
I've been in some sort of quarantine
Back in
for
the
a long time.
back in the
so-
Dark Elf lands, that joke kills.
Yes.
Right. So, Prophet Guy, do you think that I like? What do you want me to do? Do you want me to like hit the blades with my blade? Do you think my blade's stronger?
No. Perhaps there is a way to circumvent the obstacle, as opposed to muscling through. As the hare has found, we might find ourselves torn apart with indecision. I can look around and see if I can see what mechanism might set this thing off.
This guy really like cucumbers.
I
I don't think
noticed
they're gonna
the
help you.
gears to the north.
That's what you all see. Yes, it does look like
Is
there's
there
a
a
series
way-
of gears in the north and in the south, as a matter
Is there a
of
way
fact.
of wedging something in that so they, when the thing spins, would it be these gears? And is there any way of sticking something in it to stop those gears from shifting?
You suspect that the gears might be involved in this whole situation. Putting something into them usually stops things from working. However, how to get something in there, you could walk over and just put it in, I guess. I mean, it's
The
6 feet
skull
away from you.
that's behind
Oh, sure.
my friend. I'm gonna take it.
Kochade.
Cochade. I take the skull and then be like, which one of you are stealthy and skinnier than me? Stick this in the gears and hopefully it'll turn off the device.
I mean, all right, I can just like put it in there if you want. That's no big deal.
Yeah.
And
I'll
thank
give you the
thank you
skull.
so much. Hey, Prophet Guy, do you think this is a good idea? Do you foresee my victory, like you said before?
Kochade will put a hand on his shoulder and then just sort of nod, like reassuring. I just want to give him like kind of a morale boost, like, yes,
It
I'm
works.
sure.
Oh yeah,
And
perfect.
then as soon
Yeah,
as you
if you're
walk-
sure that you're seeing my victory, I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna stick that skull in one of the gears.
Yeah,
Like
as
the
soon as
boss
he-
told me to.
And as soon as he walks away, I cross my fingers. I'm like,
I'd like to do an athletics check
Uh-huh.
and use my athleticism to do a perfect hop leap into the little alcove there without touching any of the blades.
I like it.
Mhm,
You leap.
mhm.
You dash. You vault.
16
Pirouette.
Great success too.
and a great success.
And a great success. That is fantastic. You land just next to the blade and you drop that skull in amongst the gears without any difficulty. As you land and drop the skull in, the gear immediately starts to rotate. All the gears start to rotate, and this massive saw blade starts spinning around. But what you realize is it doesn't just spin in the horizontal. This thing spins through the entire axis. So it's cutting in a gigantic cylindrical space up and around and down. Except that this one, so the other ones are spinning this way. This one, the gear has churned and turned onto the skull. And it looks as if it's holding for now whilst the two gears are locked around the skull. So the blade is not yet moving. The other blades down the corridor you can hear are busy whirring away, slicing through the air.
Hey, Prophet Guy, you were right. I knew I always listened to you. Over here, you'll never steer me wrong, right? Kusade?
oh, never.
Yeah, we should hurry, though. This thing's probably about to break, I think.
But don't forget you have your pistons.
Oh, right, yeah. And I take the pittons, and I'm going to go put them in the specific gear slots.
Nice. Okay, you drop some pittons into the first set of gears. The skull is still in place.
I told you
but-
you would need those later.
You did. You did. It's like, what are you, seeing the future or something?
I know, right?
does put a challenge for you. You're going to have to jump over this blade and land into the next square on the other side of the blade, which is a 5-foot jump. However, you realize that will put you directly in the path of one of these spinning blades. The second one is active.
This sounds complicated. Hey, prophet guy. Do I just shimmy over here and get cut up or something like that, or block with my sword? Like, how do you think I should proceed? Or Dagus, you know how this works.
Oh, I would be very careful. Dwarven engineers, if they want you dead, they'll get you dead.
So, real quick, guys. So, if I'm not mistaken, there is a horizontal axis that is spinning, creating almost like a buzzsaw.
Yes.
In addition to that, there is a cylinder in the center of that axis, which is cutting along the vertical axis in the same sort of fashion.
No, so the buzzsaw is spinning around.
Oh, so the buzzsaw
itself. At the same
itself?
time, the buzzsaw is rotating sideways like that as well.
Okay, so it's kind of almost like a seesaw kind of thing.
Yeah, so it's cutting across the plane. So it's spinning around, and at the same time, it's spinning up onto its side, onto its other side, and up onto its side, and onto its other side.
Okay, do the blades ever touch the ground or the ceiling?
They get to about 5 inches from the ceiling and about 5 inches from the floor.
Okay. Now, I don't know how far my mathematics works, but my thought is as follows. Is when that axis is at its highest or at its midpoint, to roll in towards the center of that axis as it hits the top and then roll to get onto the other side.
Absolutely.
I want to try. Sweet. I'm going to explain that to the others.
Right, so you want me to roll in there? I got it. I understand what you want me to do.
But there's a specific time. Don't just roll.
You just say when, Mr. Prophet Man.
Okay.
Never steal me wrong before.
Okay, maybe get on your belly. Maybe get on your belly just to be safe.
I'm just gonna do my normal rolling move.
Okay. Here we go.
I'm gonna try to basically dive in when he tells me to, and then dive out when he tells me to.
All right, steady. Wait.
Yeah. You said wait, and he went.
All right, so this is an athletics agility-based test that you're going to have to do.
Oh, no.
That's fine. I'm not great at that, but I have proficiency in it, and I actually rolled very well.
Oh, good.
Okay. 11, 15. I rolled a 16 again, even though it's agility. Oh, sorry, 18 because of my focus.
Excellent.
Comes back up, he's only got one eyebrow.
With an 18,
everything's fine.
That puts you on the other side of the first blade.
Great. You were right, Prophet Man. When do I roll now? I guess I can't even hear him because all I hear is...
Yeah, and you realize that you have to roll straight away because whilst the blades are apart, it's okay, but they're going to come back together again in a few seconds.
Yeah, I'm going to do a dive, basically do a frog jump, but on a horizontal plane.
Yeah.
Using all my strength, essentially, without using my agility.
Yeah, sure. You can do that for me.
Oh, extraordinary success.
Fantastic.
22.
You vault over this thing and land on the other side to realize that there is a third blade that is slicing backwards.
They didn't tell me about this third blade.
Forwards. So that requires you to make another check into a closed door.
Great. Right. Do I see those gears next door?
Oh, yeah. You see whatever you're seeing on the map.
Cool. I'm going to try to clog it as I go. So the play is essentially use the pittons and essentially just keep shoving pittons in.
All right.
Every time I get close to one of those.
You realize here, unfortunately, to grab the pittons and just shove them in the cogs means that you can't be leaping. Mm-hmm. So there is a very big risk that one of those blades, the furthest blade, is going to come and slice you in the back.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Or you could just jump again, get to the door, open the door, and get out. Hopefully.
I like this plan. He did say that it showed me the way. He did say something about showing me the way. I'm reading into his sentence, and I realized that if you actually think about it, he warned me of this door. If you actually think about it, if you just deconstruct, you know what I mean? Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead.
It's all about subtext.
I'm gonna use I'm gonna use a light fate.
All right.
That was not better. I got 12.
This is
13.
for your leap.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get through the door.
All right. You leapt, but your timing as you get to the door, you're like, okay, I'm going to lift the door up. As you bend down, you hear this sound as this blade starts spinning towards you. You get this really strong sense of rust and metal, and then this sharp, stinging pain, this exciting pain, or perhaps not as you try and roll to the side. I need you to give me a defense test, if you please.
Ooh, I'm good at
And
this too.
your defense test, this would definitely be agility, I'm afraid.
Okay. I have a question. Can I use my greatsword to help me here?
If you want your greatsword to take the damage.
No. Cassandra needs to live. All right.
Cassandra.
Yeah.
All right.
Ooh. Ooh. That's pretty good. That's
Holy
pretty good. 12, 17 on the dice. So 6, 6, and 5. And then plus agility, and I have a specific for defense. I have +3, so 20 non-natural.
You hear that blade coming towards your exposed back. You spin around, flatten yourself against the door, suck your gut in as the blade swings just past. Take the opportunity, wait for the blade to spin away, bend down, lift up the door, and step through.
I did it. That's what you hear when I yell. Is there like a lever?
I knew you would.
Meanwhile, you two are now left alone in an empty corridor.
I just awkwardly look.
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing, like because I'm a fat dwarf.
I did not hear screaming. This is a good sign. Now, here's what we are going to do. You and I are going to go together. Move as one. Think slim. Imagine yourself as thin as the blade that might eviscerate you if you are too large.
I'm slightly concerned about this plan.
You will be fine. Trust me. Have faith. Reach out and hold my hand.
No. And I dive.
Well, I was going to use my hour of need to give you a +3 on your rolls, but sure, bye.
Sure.
He was up to you until you asked to hold hands. And I was like, no.
All right, so
I was all for it till then.
you roll.
I foresee
underneath-
misfortune.
Oh yes, you roll underneath the unmoving blade. You do not get cut.
Ah!
Yes.
I'm just rolling like a walrus down a hill.
Kasade, you.
I'll follow, yeah.
All right, you do not get cut. It is at that point that you hear screaming. This is because on this side there are two very startled-looking goblin warriors, and Saul has just opened the door and stepped in. They glare at you, Saul. Fresh meat! They shout. The one shouts fresh meat, and the other one is like, die!
Do you have beef on the side here? Because I am ready to scrum down with you guys if you like. Oh, you want to hurt me? Oh, that's fine. I understand.
So we're going into combat, which makes the two actions of our intrepid leapers part of the combat sequence. You get to go first, Saul.
I'm
There are
gonna.
two goblins.
I just pick up my greatsword and I go. I'm just gonna split you in half now. Sorry about that, little guy. I'm not gonna hit him.
All right, the first one steps forward. Rogat will not die.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, absolutely.
What did you get?
21.
21 is a hit. Rogat is going to die.
That's a standard success. So he does get to hit me back.
He does get to hit you back. Ha! Rogat, eat.
Not before he turns into paste. That is 9 plus 5, 14 plus 2, 16 points of damage.
Holy smoke, Batman! Yeah, you cut Rawgut in half. Rawgut deals 3 damage back to you.
Oh no.
His blood is acid.
Yeah,
Cool.
apparently. Okay, so I'm going to list him as dead. So Rorgat is now dead. That means Flagrat is still to act. Since the two of you are further down the corridor, you both get to act first before Flagrat acts. However, you have a giant spinning You have a giant spinning blade sailing towards you with scissor-like sinisticism.
I like
How
it.
fast is the actual blade rotating?
Very fast. So the spinning part, it's a blur, but the vertical movement as it's rotating around its axis is probably every 20 seconds in the arc. So that's why you've got enough time to roll between 10 seconds, I would say. Yeah, about 10 seconds, somewhere around there as it's rotating around.
Sure. Okay.
Either of you
wanna go
get
first?
to make your maneuvers first.
So I'm safe underneath this blade. I'm gonna wait until it touches the ground, and then as it lifts, I'm gonna start rolling like a walrus again.
Give me your acrobatics check, if you please, using athletics agility.
Oh no,
Mhm.
that's a great success, but they're both ones.
I have done that.
5 plus agility
I can imagine it's very
to
high.
7.
7?
7.
7. You are rolling as everything is fine. Everything is great until you come up. And as you come up, the blade comes down. There is a loud sound. Hair goes flying. And you take a total of... Oh my goodness. You take a total of 5 damage.
Oh no.
As that...
Just this headless dwarf.
Your king will take it first.
Yeah, but
Yeah, your armor will take a break and then normal damage to your armor.
okay.
Alrighty, that leaves you, Kusade.
That's a 14 on my agility as I.
14
and it's a
on
regular
your
success.
agility.
Athletics.
Athletics, yep. 14 on your athletics. You come up to see hair just being sliced and diced and chain chinks flying in all directions. It distracts you long enough and you get hit in the back. Oh my goodness, you are lucky. You get hit in the back for 3 as this thing slices across your exposed midriff.
Ooh.
Meanwhile, whilst that is happening, so that's also off your armor, I'm assuming.
Yep.
We have our plucky, our intrepid, our last standing goblin who looks at you, Saul, screams, "Flagrat will never be dead!" And he turns and runs down the corridor, shouting, "Intruders! Intruders! We're under attack!" He opens the door and disappears down the door.
I was
through
going
the
to say,
doorway.
if he gave me some of that beef he was talking about earlier, we would have been fine. But I guess he still wants to fight later. I'm looking around. Is there any like obvious, like easy pull this lever to make blade stop spinning button?
There is a giant bronze head of a dwarf that is faintly glowing on a large bronze plinth, a circular column directly in front of you. There is a dwarvish door opposite you, which has the same squat square dwarf carved upon it, and then the little passageway leading down to a regular stone door to your right. But you
Okay,
cannot
I'm going
see
to investigate this door. Take a notice check and see if I can find anything in this room to help my friends behind me.
Sure, absolutely. Give me a notice. Wits.
Well, is this really good at this? This is my thing. Yeah. Okay. 14.
14. The bronze head.
Yeah.
You suspect you may be able to rotate it. What that would achieve, you have no idea.
I just start rotating.
Okay, you're moving with me now.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, this seems about right.
Gears are rotating, cogs are turning. You are acting first in the round. It is, I'm assuming with relief, that Dagus and
Kuchade.
Kusade,
It's
you
3
both
syllables,
see-
mate.
You both see all of the blades suddenly stop.
I knew it. I foresaw this. We are safe.
I open the door. Hey, they offered us beef and I killed one. Oh,
Hey.
you're still alive. That's good.
A
Yes. Yes, for one who carries the beef will often find it served very spicy.
Spicy beef. What does
I
he
have
mean?
no idea what you're saying.
What does he mean?
a goblin that has been
Wisdom beyond ours.
definitely cut in half lies at his feet as
Oh
you
my
get
God.
to see the scene.
I mean, yes, this is to be expected.
Yeah, I just thought about what you said about the, with the person who enters the path and gets cut is the last person. And so I thought you meant about this, my friend here. He was offering me food and then he said I had to die. So I made him dead because he didn't follow the path of, I'm assuming, some sort of righteousness. Anyway, I
very
turned
wise.
this thing and, oh, yeah, thanks. Appreciate that. The other one got help, by the way. They know we're here.
Then we must act quickly. Come, let us make haste. Which way did he go? Which way did the runner travel?
I think it went down the hall there to the. I'm assuming it's the south because it's down, but who knows how compass work?
Sure.
Then
there
it is to the south
definitely-
we shall go.
There is the glowing dwarf door directly opposite you, which you can all see. But yes, there is also the, as you move deeper into the chamber, there is a simple stone door, which leads to somewhere, and then there is that glowing door.
I have a feeling my senses are driving me towards the glowing door.
Is it because it's
I will
glowing?
Perhaps. But perhaps something more. I will go and investigate this door as well. Like the first door. Is it trapped or anything?
You head to the first door. It does not appear to be trapped.
Then it can wait. Let us go and stop this speaker of our presence here.
Oh, spiciness, yeah. That's what you were saying. Something about beef spice. I'll figure it out one day.
I'm hungry.
Same.
I just start trudging towards
I
the door.
go walk towards the door too.
Well, rumor has it that a great chef has entered the Tamsarai. Perhaps one day I will introduce you, and we can share a meal together.
I don't understand the connotations to that, but I just want food, so I'm into it.
I'm in for mead.
I open the door, unless he says otherwise.
No.
Usade. Okay.
Kusade.
Doers, not thinkers.
Yeah,
Alright.
I'm just gonna open the door and
It's so opposite of our other characters.
Yeah,
You open the door.
We overthink everything. These guys are like just busting down doors. Do it.
FBI,
As-
open up.
As
for
you
your
open
beef.
up the door, that's what you see in
You're
front of you.
playing Minecraft.
And then I need you to make a defense check, if you please, Master Saul. But I'm going to spend a Dark Fate point.
You monster.
Oh, yeah.
I already like
Oh,
that.
Check the wrong door for traps.
Do we start with?
Yeah. Check a 6. Okay, fan-frickin-tastic. Give me a defense check, if you please there, sir. This would be a agility-based defense, I believe.
I'm gonna use my weapon to block,
Okay.
if possible.
You can deflect arrows with your blade.
It says +2 to defense,
Okay.
or +1 to defense. Excuse me, if I'm just wielding
Uh-huh.
the sword.
You see, dirty, filthy liar. Gotta watch you.
Oh my goodness!
Oh no!
So I was like, "Yeah, there's nothing behind the story, right? Right, Kusade?" And he's like, "Absolutely. You're never gonna hurt me, right?" And he opens the door, he rolls +1, and gets smoked by whatever's on the other.
Triple 1.
But that is an extraordinary success to open the door.
I mean,
It
that
is.
door.
I mean,
opened.
ironically, it is.
Look out!
Huh.
Yeah, look at. I swear you said that after I got hit, but it was probably before
this,
the
is,
blow.
this is all part of your imagination.
Yeah, the blow probably distorted time or
So,
something.
I mean,
weird.
a triple 1 is pretty damn fantastic. There's something in the back of my head which reminds me of what
It's like a crit
happens
fumble.
It's like I die instantly.
Get a triple 1. I can't remember exactly specifically, but I do
Oh,
feel like
no.
there was something. So I get a dark fate point back.
Yes, you do.
You absolutely.
So that's
I mean, yes,
fantastic.
you do.
Refunded.
Yeah. Let's see there. Okay, cool. So let me just double check that they don't have any powers that activate on. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. All right, that's fine. Okay, so they don't get any special powers. All right, so as you open this door, you look up and see this arrow that sails through the air directly at you.
Oh boy.
We're
And
always getting shot.
It deals 6 points of damage
Oh, my armor is broken.
because it's glowing. It looks as if they've taken a piece of the bronze that the dwarves have been using and have forged these things into arrows. And as it thuds into you, you feel a little odd. I need you to give me a metal check, if you please.
Is it fortitude?
Fortitude check, yes.
Okay. So that's a 13.
13. 13 is fine. You are okay. You feel a slight burning sensation, but other than that, that's all.
The spicy beef.
I hit him! I hit him! Ha 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 ha! Come here, meat! Someone shouts down the passageway.
I just, like, it's in my
I'm
armor.
gonna charge through and
Okay.
smoke 'em. The door's open, so
Oh, sure. All right. You burst into that passageway. Do you don't have low light vision, right?
I don't know. Where would I find that?
You might. I can find
Under
it. for you.
dwarf?
Pretty sure you do. 'cause
how
you
much-
live
I'm a
in-
dwarf. I literally live underground.
Yeah.
How many wounds do you have now, Mitch?
0. They just broke my armor.
Okay, cool.
I have very heavy armor, so now I'm going to start taking hits.
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's fine. That's fine.
I'm assuming we don't have time to fix my armor.
Not yet.
Dwarves can see underground as if they were outdoors in twilight.
Perfect.
Nice. So that gives you that much vision, and that allows you to see the 2 goblin archers who are at the end of the passageway.
I'm running
And-
towards them with my axe, Sauron.
All right, 5. Okay, so let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20. So your movement is 12 meters, 5 meters, 6 meters? I can't remember.
God, I can't remember this. This
So,
is a
so,
new
so
character.
I know what it is. So look up the agility. I think your agility's 2, so it's
My
12.
agility's 12. Yeah.
12 meters?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so you are fine because that's 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, perfect. You
And I'm gonna
rush up
swing.
to Felgrat,
Yep,
Flagrat. He
making
shrieks
s-
at you.
Making
You're
a
gonna
swing.
die, dwarf meat.
I'm gonna swing at him.
All
With
right.
my great axe. Whoa! Nice.
You have a battle axe? Because you have
He has a
shield,
battle
right?
axe. 6 plus 5 is 11 plus 3 is 14 plus 2 is 15 to hit.
15 on a what kind of success?
Standard success.
Standard success. Okay. Goblins are small and sneaky, and so they're swift and deadly. When you get a standard success on your attack against a goblin, it can inflict normal damage against you.
Nice.
If I spend a dark fate point, which I will do. So you can deal your damage to him. He deals his damage back to you.
Okay. So 3.
You
3
take
plus
5 damage back.
You could block with your shield if you wanted
Yeah,
to.
hang on. 3 plus 6.
It's plus strength, not your bone.
Oh, 3 plus 5, 8 damage to him. No block with my shield.
So roll a d6 and hope for 4 plus.
3.
So your shield blows up.
My shield breaks.
But you don't take the damage.
I don't do damage.
You no longer have a shield.
But
As it shatters. You slice across him with your axe, and there is a great wound that opens up in his chest. He howls in absolute pain, shrieking and really, 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 really unhappy. So that's what happens to him. Then either you, Kusade, or you, Sol, could act.
I'll leave it for Sol.
Okay, you good. You gonna
All
go
right.
before me?
No. I said I'll leave it to you for this.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna. Well, they're really far. That's the biggest problem. So, I'm gonna try to get to them, but I only have a speed of 11.
Oh, that's fine. So you can go 2, 4, 6, 8, and you're there.
Perfect. I go up to one of them. I say, I know what the spicy beef means. It's your sharp arrow you shot at me. And I hit him.
I am Melfad, and you shall die a horrible death.
Okay. I hit him for
I love that they're nice enough to at least introduce
14.
themselves.
Yeah, they're very nice.
Yeah.
14 plus 9,
polite.
23.
23 is a definite hit. Is it a standard success?
It is, so he gets hit back.
I want to call
Yep.
my axe Bertha.
Oh, boy. 16 points of damage again.
How are you doing so much damage?
2d6 on the greatsword, plus my strength, which is 5,
Oh, shit.
plus 2 because I have two-handed fighting.
I took the wrong weapon.
I'm all slack.
So, as you cleave him in twain, there's a knee-jerk reaction from his hand, which is just to stab his little dagger straight forwards.
Mm-hmm.
And he sort of slides down your chainmail or whatever armor it is that you're wearing as he's looking up at you, going, why? As he dies, and he deals grand total of 4 damage to you.
Do I feel bad? I think I feel bad about this. Hey, Prophet, what does it mean when he says why? Okay, so 4 damage. I take it.
It's a great question in this universe. Why?
So he is now dead. That leaves us just with you, Kusade. You're muted?
You're muted, Michael.
Gracias. The Kasade moves down towards Sol and says, "Do not ponder the great question of why. Just ponder the great question of why the heck not." And I'm going to lay upon him my healing hand at the cost of 1 of my spell points. I call upon the Mystic Healings with a difficulty of an 11. And if I succeed, I get to heal him 1d6 hit points.
Yeah, don't fail.
Yeah, don't fail, alright? Okay. Oh, that's... Okay, so that's a great success.
Okay,
With,
fantastic.
let's see. That's 12, 13, 14... that's a 21. So that
That's
is
a
a...
great success. Yep, your
Yep.
spell goes off. No negative effects whatsoever. It takes 1 spell point.
Wunderbar. And that will heal 4 hit points.
Perfect. I feel way better. Whoa. Why the heck not, indeed.
You channel your energy. That's what happens. We go to the end of the round. There is 1 goblin left. He's shouting, "Help! Help! I'm under attack! I'm being attacked! It's monsters! Help! Help! Help!" And from down the passageway, you can see another 2 goblins come rushing along, looking very concerned. You get to act first. What's happening?
I take
Anyone of you?
Bertha and I hit him again.
You hit him again. Flagrat looks up at you with these milky green eyes. "I defy you."
That is 13 to hit.
Ah ha ha ha! Puny dwarfling. No wonder we took over your caves. And a 13 to hit. He steps aside. Your axe buries itself into the rock. He grins at you and stabs you back for 6 damage.
Wow, 13 doesn't hit. That's not good.
Now taste the taste of my dagger. He says as he slides it in and out of your body. That's you done.
Hey, do you want to take care of this little guy here, or do you want me to do it?
I got him.
Oh, okay, you got him? All right, okay. I'm going to go down the hall, and I'm going to hit the next guy.
You run down the passageway, stepping over the dead, eviscerated body. The goblin looks up at you. "You'll remember the name Nam Lucky for sure."
Why the heck not? And I kick him. I hit him. He's going to hit me back, though. Oh, well. But
I told
definitely
you
hit.
you'll remember the name Nam Lucky.
9 plus 9, 18.
18 is definitely a hit.
Okay, this wasn't that good. For 9 damage.
You spill his guts upon the floor. He's still standing, but all of his internal organs are slowly oozing out. He reciprocated by dealing you a mere 3 damage. He's swinging a rather rusted short sword, which looks more dwarvish in design than goblin, by the fact that it's kind of made out of this bronze material. You think that hurt me? I crave pain. Please give me more.
I mean,
He
all right.
says, as he's losing blood and his skin is draining, becoming a bit more grey. Kusade
Why the heck not?
is muted.
Again.
Kusade.
Kusade, yeah, because I'm like looking at my rules and just sort of going, this is how this works. This is how that works. Okay. Kusade will step over and looking at the other goblin next to the one that Saul had murdered.
Yeah.
He reaches over with his hand and he says, "Fear not, for I have seen your future wrapped in flame from your negligence of taking this fine dwarvish establishment. The guilt will consume you, physically as well as emotionally. Shed forth your burdens to be free." And as I stretch out, I'm going to use Curse of Flames to set his armor on fire.
Do you have to physically touch him, or can you do it from range?
100 meters is my
Oh,
range.
great. So, yes, you power shot this goblin.
I'm going to burn a light point for this because I don't want to look like a moron after that speech.
All right. Now, you were targeting, to be clear, you were targeting the one that has not yet been engaged.
Correct.
All right.
Oh, that's beautiful. I like that. I get a light fate point,
Nice.
and that is a 20.
20, normal hit?
No,
Standard,
a great hit.
Standard.
Great hit.
A great?
Yes.
Okay. Deal your spell damage.
Okay. It
Searing
is
light enwraps him. He looks
So,
down in terror.
takes 4 points of damage and 1d6 damage every round he stays in contact with his clothes.
4 points of damage.
Yep.
He shrieks loudly. Poor Tugrock! What did Tugrock ever do to you? I'm on fire! Oh my god, my clothes are on fire! He's suffering. On fire.
Good.
Back to
Figured
top
if
of the
anyone's gonna-
round.
I figured if anyone's going to run, it's going to be him, and he can't run from that.
Yeah, no, he's frantically trying to pull all of his clothes off. Top of the round, and that takes us to whoever wants to act first.
I'd like to hit the little wee one that insulted the dwarves.
I told you, my name's Flagrat. Remember it.
Fucking care. Hey, here we go. That's a great success. 12 plus
We like great
3 is
success.
15 plus another 5 is 20 to hit him.
Oh, you hit him.
You Bertha's pissed.
He looks...
Max damage. Ah! That's a 6 plus a 5. That's 11 damage.
You cut his head clean off of his shoulders, and it sails through the air and lands at the feet of the poor old inflamed Tugrock goblin who's got the fire all over his clothing. And he just
stepped
starts
over him.
screaming, No! This is terrible! Meanwhile...
By my beard, you must die.
Hey, Prophet, do you think we're the bad guys of this? I'm feeling pretty bad
sorry.
about all of this.
I cannot hear you over the sound of crackling goblin meat.
Right. All right. Well, we're gonna have to have a deep philosophical discussion about murdering people in their own homes. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and he said he could take another one.
This
so
is a
I'm gonna- he
dwarvish
said-
establishment. This is not their home. This is ours.
is all that
Yeah.
Namnaki gets out.
By the way, he also takes another 4 damage.
What?
Every round.
From the burn.
Every
Every
round
round.
when he's
Yeah,
on
yeah, yeah,
fire.
yeah. All right. Well, we'll do that on your turn. But yes, okay. I'll chalk it up now.
But it's my.
It's your turn now? Okay, you can go ahead.
Well, I mean, I just watch him.
I just watch
You
you.
just
For
watch
his-
him as he
For his turn, he
burns.
watches him burn.
Yep.
Oh, the pain, the pain, the pain. Make it stop. Meanwhile,
Oh, we'll make
I,
it stop.
I-
All right.
I rolled. I got a lot. I got a 7, 9, 18 to
that's
hit.
a hit.
And then I am gonna. These obliterated. I'm pretty sure that's almost max damage. 11 plus 5, 16 plus 2. 18. 18. Also 18
Nice.
points of damage.
Was it a standard success?
Yeah, he gets to stab me back.
From Hellzar, I spit at thee. He does 2 points of damage and dies.
Owie.
He kind of buries the dagger in your foot as he's slumped
Just like,
against the
yeah,
wall.
this is
Meanwhile, Tugrock, who's on fire, is like, I hate you all! Die! Die! And he pulls out this bronze axe, which he just swings wildly at you, Saul, because you're the closest. You can give me a defense check there, if you please.
Oh, I got a light point.
Nice.
16.
16.
Yep.
That is absolutely fine. You block his incoming damage. That was a standard defense?
Yes, standard defense check.
All right. No damage dealt as you block his incoming attack. He looks at you rather depressingly. And hang on a moment. Am I doing that right? You got a standard defense on a defense. I think you still take half damage.
I think I still take half damage.
Yeah, I think so. I'm going to give it to you anyway.
Maybe I think I hit him back too.
I think you do. I think he takes half damage from you.
Oh, well, we half damage each other until you say otherwise.
Just keep doing half damage to each other until one of
I
you
mean,
dies.
he's super dead.
Yeah.
5,000 cuts.
Yeah, no, it's like more like a one punch.
Yeah, what was your damage? Was it higher than 2?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because he'd been burnt all the way down to 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
It's 12 damage.
He doesn't even finish his sentence. And yes, he deals 2 damage back to you.
Okay.
It's from the flames.
Yes. Oh, I hurt
Yeah,
myself on your
like-
holy flames.
The corridor is quiet, aside from the crackling hiss of the clothing that was on the goblin. There appeared to be a lot of fat in that clothing because it has continued to burn for quite some time.
These statues, do the shields come off them? Can I steal one of the shields?
Sadly, they look to be made out of solid bronze. They are glowing faintly. That's what provides illumination in the space. There is one ahead of you that you can see that has broken or been destroyed somehow, and you suspect that's where the goblins got the shards from to make their little arrows. There are doors to the south, and the corridor continues ahead as well as behind.
Kusada, which do we like? They ruined my shirt.
I look at both doors. How injured did the two of you look?
I'm scratched,
I'm scratched.
beat up a bit, but not horrible.
Very well. All right. Kasade says, the divine senses tell me that the door next to Soul leads to prosperity.
All right. I go towards the door and I open it.
Please get shot.
I'm gonna get shot again.
You step into
Look out.
Yeah.
a bedroom.
Oh, there's somewhere to sleep here. Can we take a nap?
It reeks of urine and goblin feces. And there are some crates stacked in the corner, and an ancient old brazier burns with a few dying embers. Other than that, the room appears unoccupied.
Yeah, I mean, you were right about prosperity. This is definitely a nap room. We could just, like, hang out in here and take a nap. Definitely prosperous. for sure. Do we stay in here or do we go to another one?
What is in the crates that you describe?
Prosperity.
Sure, like I'm gonna go see if there's like, I'm pretty sure it's like, you said prosperity, so probably like meat, like beef. It's the beef they were talking about for sure. And I open it.
You wrench open one of the crates, and it's full of gold.
Prosperity.
Truly a prophet of his time. Is it fake gold? I mean, I wouldn't know. It looks like gold. I pick it up.
Pick up one of the coins. It has the official mint of the city upon it, and it definitely looks like one standard gold crown.
Cool. How many do we got? I'm not gonna count them. I guess I just take handfuls. And...
You reckon probably about 500 here?
That sounds heavy.
It is. It's 50 pounds.
That's heavy. Even with my strength, I have
Praise.
very high strength.
Praise be. Praise be.
Right. We'll come back for this later, probably with a wagon or a wheelbarrow. Do they have wheelbarrows in this place?
Well, the dwarves definitely have wheelbarrows. You have seen several dwarves using wheelbarrows.
Perfect. Yeah, we got to get one of those and then tug these thing along. Anyway, which next door do you want me to go down? Kusade, the prophet of our time.
The door here contains wisdom and insight. But
Right.
tread with caution.
Okay. I'm gonna open the door and jump out of the way.
Okay. You can go ahead and give me an athletics check, defense, and I am just going to very quietly add another Dark Fate point to this one. Oh my.
By the way, I just wanted to go on record that I am literally pulling these prophecies out my ass. Like
Guy hasn't told you anything.
Guy hasn't told me anything.
You've literally just like convinced him that you're a prophet.
Maybe Michael actually is a prophet.
Maybe he is. He's a demon.
Yeah.
Not Kasane,
Either that or I've just played with Guy a little too long. Like
I'm amazed at how you're randomly choosing which rooms to go into and what's happening.
Joke's on you. Guys creating
17.
as you do it. It's a self-foretold
Yeah, that's it.
prophecy.
Self-fulfilling, yeah.
so, yeah, I love it.
17.
17.
That was great roll there.
Guy just a bunch of things
It
on the
was
side.
actually. Yeah. I did a standard success of that matters.
It does, because you... holy smoke. Okay. So you take 7 points of magical damage as you open this door. This book simply says, "I will not be read this day!"
A book?
And it fires out this blast of green energy, which just, it throws you off your feet against the statue behind you. And you take 7 points of damage.
That's even half?
That is halved.
Ooh,
Jesus.
boy. Saul hits the back and he says, my one weakness, literature. Talking literature. And he's like, get it away from me. It weakens me.
The door is still open, allowing you to see this book in this room from where you are. The book is vibrating faintly with this green aura.
I'm gonna walk in as a dwarf, and hopefully it's a dwarven book. I'll walk in.
You walk into the chamber.
Yeah, and I'm gonna try to wrestle the book close.
It appears to be an old manual, an old library of sorts. The book does not say anything. You're going to touch the book?
I'm like, come here, you wee little thing.
As you touch the book...
idea what to say as a dwarf. I have no practice at this. I figured this out an hour ago.
As you touch the book says, "Who is the rightful heir of Dun Madrachat?"
But I know this from my dwarven history.
You can give me a lore check. If you
I'm not
please.
smart at all.
Can I do that?
Sure, you can give me a lore as well.
Lore,
yeah, I have-
insight, wits, resolve.
It's wits.
Oh, but I rolled good. Ha 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 ha.
So
That's
I'm going
11.
to use my I'm going to use my light point for this.
Okay.
And
I
in
have
addition, I have Lawkeeper. and I'm going to use an additional die on that as my once per day ability.
Nice. So, Daggers, what did you get?
I actually have an ability. It's called Rolling Stones. So once per day, if I'm underground, I can re-roll a d6.
All
So we
right.
use it.
That isn't the Kismet.
That isn't. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
That's my kismet. Actually, I get a light fight. I didn't realize what was
Do you really want to use this now?
Yes.
Okay.
And I rolled a 6. So
Nice.
I am the master of the dwarves. That's a 17.
Nice. What did you get there, Kusade?
22 with amazing success.
We know our ancestors.
Aye, you do. The rightful Lord of Dramdrochet is Lord Dramdrochet.
Lord Dramdrocket.
The book says, aye, and long may he reign.
Long may he reign.
What would you like to know?
Firster, what are you, you wee thing?
I'm a book. Next question.
You only have 3 questions. Are you the book? Yes. Really? Yes. Really? Yes. Thank you. Come again.
I read its cover. Does it have a name on it? Like it's a talking book.
It is the Book of Dramdrochet.
Ah!
What fate
Where?
befell the Dramdrocket clan?
Ah,
To have
'tis
led
a
the goblins
sad
to be here.
tale. The Dramdrochets dug and found great treasures beneath the earth. Sadly, 'twas a tempered lord who decided that Dramdrochet should bend the knee. To which Dramdrochet said, I ken not ye, tempered lord. You should flee. He did not, and he cut off Dramdrochet's head.
Oh,
Why are there goblins in here?
Ah, there are no goblins in here.
Okay, you're taking me literally, I see.
why
I'm
are
a
the
book.
goblins-
I can only take you literally.
Ooh, that actually I took 18 psychic damage, I died.
What other books are in this room?
A collection of rubbish. There are some transcripts of the mind. There are some maps of the tomb. There are some charts of where the Dramdrochet clan did go. There
I
is
want that.
also several manuals on how to forge armor using the Dramdrochet technique.
Let's get the maps of this place first.
Perhaps
Where be they?
the wisdom and insight we seek is a means to repair the armor that has been sundered from your very flesh.
I mean, I could do that. I have a kit. It's called
I do too.
Same, yeah, we could just like fix that right now.
But do the Dramdrocket's armory notes give us any kind of bonus to the armor repairs that will be going underway?
Well, you open up the field guide on the use of Dramdrochet armor technique, and it mentions that within the tomb of Dramdrochet, there is the great anvil of Dramdrochet, which is said, if it is used by a dwarf of true blood, will forge weapons and armor said to be sundered by no known weapon. Truly a powerful artifact. However, if you not be a dwarf and you are a lesser smith, your hammer will shatter and break, for you will
I'm
not
a
be
dwarf
worthy.
through and through.
You have
I am
tank-
worthy.
All right. I like
All
that.
right, that's perfect.
Hey,
yeah.
wee bookie.
I totally believe you. Absolutely.
I'm not gonna lie. I was super worried we were gonna pick it up, and they say, "Welcome to your Anvil-O-Matic 4000."
Yeah.
Turn it on and off again if it doesn't work.
You do find a map of the tomb.
Hey.
Unfortunately, it simply says, you have found a map of the tomb of Dramdrochet. The one side is completely black, with the note written in the top left-hand corner. And when you turn it around, on the other side, it says, do you really think I'd make a map of my tomb?
Yeah. I'm gonna heal while she's like plundering, or he's plundering this place.
Oh, I'm a boy.
You're a boy.
I'll actually, there's a couple of things I'd like to do with the map beforehand.
All right.
Before you just disregard it. The first thing I would like to do is take an open flame and sort of bring the flame close enough that if there were, anything kind of revealed from the heat without burning the paper. I would like to see if that reveals anything, as well as to see if I can see through it. Because if one side's completely black, yeah.
In this room, you're looking at the map, and you're sort of holding it up. You're using the flame. No effect.
Nope.
What about the green light
Yeah, I was about to say
outside?
that. We're too smart for this.
Yeah, I know. It's okay. Never
Tune it
mind.
down. Tune it down.
I'm
Oh,
making
you
this up
wee
as we
puppy.
go. I didn't plan this session, so sure,
Yeah,
fine.
there you
You
go.
know,
Wait,
all
Bookie!
my
Where
riddles
is the
simple.
anvil from the dwarves? It belongs
well-
in dwarven hands, not goblin hands. I'm losing my accent because I throat hurts.
The
It's
second
hard
thing I
being a boy.
the second thing I want to do is I want to take out my it's like a tiny little magnetic strip of not magnet. What am I saying? Lemon. I want to get like a lemon thing. Because if there's iron in the ink that they used on the black, it'll tarnish and reveal lines.
All right. You soak the map in lemon juice. There are traces of iron around the edges of the map, but that's possibly from the hands that were holding it. Otherwise, nothing.
Okay. And then I'll take it outside and hold it in the green light.
There is a large description of the tomb within that is illuminated in the green light. It appears that there are two corridors, the ones heading away from you, as a matter of fact. So I'm just going to position you out there so we can see what's going on. So you have this corridor that leads ahead of you, that leads down into a square chamber that simply is listed as the banner room. And then beyond that, there is a massive chamber with a set of stairs leading down to the second level. And from there, the stairs go down into a corridor, which eventually leads you to the anvil. The other corridor is off of the entranceway that you came in, that glowing door that you did not go through. And that has a large chamber in it, which is titled the Chamber of Bravery. And that chamber leads into a large square chamber beyond.
I will quietly fold up the map and put it there and use that knowledge to continue my accurate prophecies.
Right.
I will say that we have two paths in front of us. The first towards the anvil, of which we can repair our adornments. The second is through bravery and trial. Which would you prefer?
All right, okay. I mean, she wants to go look. I mean, he wants to go look at the anvil. So like, we should
To
just do
get to the anvil, you estimate, looking at the map, it's probably going to take you a good hour or so, as it is quite deep within this tomb complex.
I will say that.
that. We should look around for the dark elf lady.
Yeah. Priorities.
That's our mission. But
Well, we can come back and get that.
I also
one
just
later
want to
for
like
me.
fix up all the holes that the goblins made in my shirt. If we could do that for like 1 second, take me like 15 minutes.
Oi, wee Bookie. You want to come with us? No book that can talk should stay here by itself.
I will never abandon the side of my master.
Where is your master?
Probably in this tomb somewhere.
Come with me, wee Bookie. We'll find your master.
Your conviction and your wiggly conscience have enthralled you to us. Come, we shall seek out your master so you may rest by his side more permanently.
Talk his ear off in death.
Perfect.
Certainly sounds more fitting than being stuck here with this bunch of folios. All right. The
I
book
take wee
closes.
Bookie. I put it in my bag. But I leave the bag slightly open so we can breathe, because I don't know if this book needs air.
It's a breathing book. I'm suffocating.
I don't know how magic works. This thing could be alive.
That's actually pretty fair. I like
From
it.
your backpack, you hear,
Oh, it's quite nice in here. It's quite cozy. It's very nice, actually.
Oh, can you breathe all right?
I'm fine, thank you very much.
Oh, got your back.
Can I fix my armor now?
you can now fix
You
your armor,
dwarven
or
Bookie.
attempt to fix your armor. You're going to make a roll, right?
Yeah. Okay. So I got a 9, 12 plus. What is it? Wits or what is? I have an armor kit. I have Tinker skill.
Repairing your armor, it is 8 plus. You need Tinkerer agility. Tinkerer agility to repair your points.
Okay. So I got 13.
I want to be here now.
And
Just standard success.
oh, sorry. That's repairing. We want refitting.
Yeah.
And if your armor is damaged during combat, you can refit it during a short. You can refit it during a short test. No roll is required. All armor points except those marked with an X are restored.
Perfect.
So you can all restore your armor if you need to.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you get 8 back, and I look to Kusade and I say, "Hey, can you see the future? Can you just like make this stab wound go away with the future seeing?" I'm kind of hurt because the book decided that I wasn't dwarf enough.
Time heals
Oh,
all
don't take it
wounds.
personally.
Oh. You say time heals all wounds.
Needed.
Oh, all right. Do you know first aid or something? Can like manage this? Or...
Specifically, I've got 1 heal spell left.
Oh, you might be able to help me with a heal check.
Oh, I can do that. Yeah, totally.
If you could. I know these are new characters. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just asking you nicely.
No. Let me. Oh, okay.
Help me!
Okay.
Help
To
me!
be perfectly clear, just so that you have an understanding, I have a 0 bonus to this heal check.
I love it.
So good luck.
Yep. I know what the DB is too, so it's all good.
Okay, that is a 10 with a great success.
Well, that's fine. I feel.
During a short rest, you can attempt first aid on another character. This is a healing insight test, difficulty of 14. You got a 10, so no life is restored.
Okay. Well,
Instead, you
At least
go
I
into
have
the
my-
negatives and die.
at least I have my armor. Okay.
Does a short rest doesn't restore any spell points though, does it?
During a short rest, you can attempt to recover recover spell points. Roll 1d6. You recover that number of spell points.
Oh,
You can do
sick.
this once per short rest. This is different from a recover action, so it doesn't affect the number of recovery actions you can take in a day.
Can
I'm back up to
Can I
full.
do a recover action?
Oh.
as well?
Right. Yeah. In which case, I will also use my last healing before I do that.
You'll use the last healing before you do that?
Yeah. So I'll use my actual healing touch because it's an
Alright.
enduring spell, so I don't lose it.
Sure.
Yeah, easy. So that's like 18 or something like that. I need to get an 11. So you heal 6.
Oh, that's really good.
Nice.
And can I do a recovery action just for the lulz?
Recovery. It's a fortitude or mental check.
I recover 5, but I only get 3 because my max is 3.
14.
14 is sufficient. Roll a what sort of success was it?
Standard.
Roll a d6 and divide it in half.
2.
That's what you get back.
I'll take it. Thank ya. All right. I'm feeling pretty ready to go back into this cave and cleave some more of those little goblins. Which way do we go?
Michael, to the left of the passageway, so further down this way, there was a single chamber and 2 prison cells listed upon it.
That is the direction I will lead us to begin.
Okay. I head that way.
You journey, Saul, down the corridor. Everyone is stepping over the bodies of these goblins. They're oozing quite nicely. And the broken statue is there, and then there is a closed door.
You're so good at opening doors.
Yeah,
As
Prophet Man, what's behind the door?
Inside here, I sense suffering.
Like mine or someone else's?
Outcome unclear. Ask later.
Right.
Try again. Just a magic 8-ball.
I just grab him and shake his shit. All right, I open the door.
Oh man.
You open the door.
I do.
Saul the Brave.
Master of doors.
That's one way to put it.
Yep.
Keep getting shot with going through these doors.
Yeah.
You do indeed. All right, as you open up the door, you hear this loud sort of growling noise, vaguely.
Sounds bad.
Yeah, well, yeah. This grumbling, growling sound, and as you open up the door, sorry, I'm just changing the color of this token quickly. As you open up this door, there is this massive bear standing directly in front of you. It does not look happy. It actually looks quite mangy. To be perfectly honest with you, as if it hasn't been treated well, and it definitely looks like it's guarding someone. You can see slumped in the cell at the far end of the room, this female drow elf, who does not look happy at all. But yes, there is this giant bear-like creature in front of you that is snarling and sort of slowly rising up onto its back feet, so it stands 9 foot, towering down, looking at you.
I will use Speak with Animals.
All right.
I say, noble creature of brown and beautiful fur, what troubles you? What turmoil do you find yourself in?
What does the spell Speak with Animals say specifically?
It is not a spell. It is a special ability. You
Special
may
ability.
converse with any wild. Yes, you may converse with any wild animals, including mammals, reptiles, birds, but not fish, because
Apparently.
screw fish.
Yeah.
The animals can answer questions, but they see the world from a different perspective than you do, and their answers may not always make sense. Animals may also be willing to perform certain small favors, especially when it is in the animal's best interest.
Right. And your question to the bear was?
What troubles you? What turmoil do you find yourself in?
Intruder violators! It growls as it swings its paw at Saul,
Why me?
because you're standing closest to it.
I know. That's what he says though when he gets hit.
So that's your action, Michael, to speak
Yep,
with.
that's it. Yeah, I'm just gonna try and
All right, that's what it's shouting. Intruders, violators. Saul or Daggers, you both get to act before this bear.
I'm gonna pull out like pocket bacon, like from breakfast earlier, and be like, "Oh, you wee measty! Oh, here, eat this," and whip it in the corner.
You're throwing it into the corner?
Yeah, like the far corner. Like I'm gonna walk up to the door and like whip it where that bed is, and
Okay.
like the smell of bacon, and toss it to the bear.
That's pretty good. I think I need you to give me...
Bacon.
Yeah, I would kill for some bacon right now. Actually.
pocket bacon.
You know what? Give me an animal handling check with insight.
I don't have good insight. I'm going to probably use a fate point. If this goes bad. Oh, but it didn't go bad. I'm going to use a like fate point anyways. Hey, great success is 8.
Nice.
That's a 5. What's math?
8 plus 5? 13.
13. I'm tired. Leave me alone. I'm being a man today. It's a lot of hard work. It's insight. 14.
14. You realize that bears are addicted to bacon, and as you throw it, the bear's
Me
head
too.
kind of lolls around as it watches the bacon. And much like I would, it waddles over with glee and saliva dripping from its jaws as it moves away to get to the bacon.
Oh, there you go, beastie.
Saul, you could attack the bear, and it wouldn't be able to attack you back because it doesn't. It's focused entirely on. As the bacon lands, Michael, you just shout. You hear the bear saying, "Blessings, Maker," as it wanders over towards the bear, the bacon.
The bear bacon.
The bear bacon, yeah.
So
Pocket bacon.
I look at the prophet and I say, I think we should just like tell if there's a lot of bacon outside. That's what probably would make me go outside. Anyway, let's go save this person. I gotta walk over and see if I can open the door.
Key.
All right. You walk over to this drow. She lifts her head up, and the moment she recognizes the fact that you're not a goblin, she suddenly stands. You are here to rescue me?
Yep.
Yes.
Another dark elf. This is fantastic. Now perhaps we have a chance of escaping from this dreadful place. I am a facial. You were sent here by...
We were sent here by the Tamsarai.
Lord Knight Conoro, I think is that guy who sent us.
Oh, I remember him very fondly, yes.
Yes.
Very well.
Your safety was his utmost concern.
You have mastered this bear, but for how long, I wonder? In the background, the bear's just like... And he's sort of starting to sniff around looking for
Do
more.
we have
'cause
more
he has
pocket
already
bacon?
inhaled.
Yeah, I have like 4 rations. I like
Yeah.
throw one over my
You're just
shoulder.
sort of throwing a ration over your shoulder every now and
We
again.
should make this bear our friends.
Yeah.
Followers. Followers exist in this game.
They do. You have the key then?
Followers.
That sounds complicated. I think I'm just gonna try to rip this thing off.
You don't understand. These cells, prisons are made by dwarves. They're designed to withstand incredible strength.
Oh, aye.
What did you do with the goblins that were keeping me prisoner?
Well, I like chopped one in half, and then I like chopped another one in half, and then I
Set
probably
them on
chopped the
fire.
third one in half, and then your friend set someone on fire. I mean, that was pretty cool.
Thank you.
As gruesome as that sounds, did you check any of them for the key?
That sounds like a thing that a prophet would see ahead of time. Yeah, did you check? Can we check them for the bodies? I'll keep throwing bacon while they check the bodies for the key.
I'll go check them. You speak with hungry.
You speak
You speak with hungry beastie. I'll be right back. And I go down the hall.
I'll just keep an eye on the bear, and I'll toss the rations and say, yes, the Maker has blessed you.
Good.
You are a good.
Good. Is all the bear mumbles as it's busy munching down on the rations. You are searching through the remains of this goblin clan that once existed. Pegasus, as you are going through them, eventually on the one who no one remembers his name of, but if they did, they would remember his name was Namlaki. Namlaki has a very dwarvish looking key that he wears around his neck.
Oh, that's the one.
He also has a note in his pouch. The only reason why it's conspicuous is because it's folded really well and looks as if it's been tenderly kept so that it doesn't get as soiled as the rest of his clothing. Apparently goblins believe that bathing in their own urine is a skin enhancing activity. In truth, they don't seem to have any skin blemishes aside from, reeking of urine.
Perfect. I'm gonna grab that note and go give it to Kasede.
Usade.
All right,
Why is
Kasada,
it
you
moist?
get handed a note.
And I walk over with the key to the door.
Why is this note moist?
You don't want to know.
I read it.
I don't.
All right, I'll come to you now. You slide the key into the lock. The grates open. Asphael walks stiffly out. She looks very weak. I am
Here,
very
have some
grateful.
pocket bacon.
No, I think we should leave that for the big friend over there.
Okay. And I throw him the pocket bacon.
The bear continues to chow down on the pocket bacon. Tell
We
me,
should leave the room.
All right, you start to leave the room. You're reading the note. The note, Michael, is written in a very neat hand, written fairly simply, and all of the note all the note states is once you have found the star, light the signal fire. And that is listed, there is some initials written at the bottom of it. And those initials are LG.
Lord Gash!
Life's good.
It's Lord Gash!
The drow female looks over to you and says, I'm sorry, who is Lord Gash? What is
No,
this?
that's totally out of story. I have no idea who that is. Kai's
Yes,
just going,
who's
ah!
Lord Gash? It sounds almost as if you are controlled by a Bane Lord. When was the last time you were checked?
Oh,
I go for Recto's Common.
I will go ahead and bop her on the head. That's usually how I check for pain.
Him.
Him on the head. Yeah, sorry.
Fuck Tom.
You're so beautiful. I just can't tell.
It's my beard, I know. Sometimes.
Are we leaving via the Goblin Caverns, or are we going to... How did you get in here?
We came through the front door.
The front door.
You faced the various ruinous traps of Lord Dramdrochit?
We did, yeah. We turned him off. Or I did.
Incidentally, we have.
That is most impressive.
Well,
Apparently my token has disappeared, but that's okay, because
We should ask if we should let the bear outside so it doesn't starve to death down here.
there's a star or something we should worry about, but I mean, who?
That's for another adventure.
That's for another adventuring party.
she looks at you. You mean the star of the 5 houses? No, the star of the 5th house.
Maybe ask
sure.
the book.
Oh, the book.
I know we bookie. We pull it out.
You pull the book out.
Aye.
Engage exposition mode.
Do you open the book?
Aye. The book likes me.
As you open the book says, "Oh, duck!" What do you do?
I duck.
Ah, it's just me, a wee book thing for Lord Dung Ducket.
You don't duck?
I hit the ground.
I do
I hit the
this. I
ground.
hold it over my head, and so it shoots backwards over me.
All all right. As you hold the book higher, which is great, it sends out this pulse in all directions. You are absolutely fine, Dagus, and Saul, and
I'm so sorry. The book
Kusada.
was talking about backpack. I know what's
Kusada.
going on.
Kusada, I need the 2 of you to please give me defense checks.
No, I ducked. I ran. I jumped.
Brawn or agility?
Agility.
Come on.
Oh, my life. My life is flashing before my eyes. That is a great success
16.
Good.
with a 7.
Just as normal success for me, but
Okay, and you got a 16?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you take half. So you take 5, and Michael, you take 10.
Ooh,
And the drow
she
female.
dies.
great.
Oh, she gave me a dark fate point, but I don't know
Oh.
if NPCs give dark fate points to the.
I don't think so.
Anyway, I don't think so either.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that's indicative of her roll, so she fails, so she takes 10 points of damage as well. The book is shouting, I sense there are the dark elves around, we're all under attack, every dwarf for himself.
Fuck it, it's me, you goof out here.
You've been compromised by them darky bastards.
No, we are trying to
Sniper.
fight our common enemy and then we'll kill him later.
What?
The book goes, what?
You heard me!
I go, what?
Common enemy!
Yep.
The friend of my or the enemy of my enemy is my ally and all that.
No, the enemy of my enemy is nothing to do with me.
I got a book.
I need you to give me, if you please, either an intimidate or a persuasion
Actually,
check.
I have intimidate actually in this character. It's amazing. What's intimidate?
You tell me which one you're doing.
Intimidate.
All right.
What is it?
Intimidate is resolve or brawn. It's
Brawn it
resolve in
is.
this case. You can't use brawn.
Why?
The
I'm
book is
rustling
not
the book.
afraid of you ripping the spine open.
Great. That's a great success. 3,
Nice.
6, 11, and insight. That's 12 with a great success.
12 with a great success.
Ah, wee Bucky!
The book eventually says, "All right, I won't kill them yet."
I like how the book has done more damage than anything else. In
I'm
there.
planning on using
I've
it. I was
taken,
like,
like,
if I run into something, I'm
17
going like,
points of damage
get
from
up,
this
Bucky! Just go, pew, 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 with the book.
I've got 1 hit point left. It almost killed me.
What was your question?
How do we get out of here?
What about?
Oh, take the first door on your left, then take the next door on your left, and walk straight out past the saw blades. Rotate the bronze statue of Lord Drumdrochit to the right so that the saw blades are deactivated.
Will that open the door that closed when we came in?
Aye, you close the door behind you, and that won't let the draft in.
Ah!
What about the star of the 5 houses?
Yeah. Answer his questions.
What
At the
about that
start of the 5th house,
That's the one.
I don't think we should be talking about it with the dark elves around.
Oh, you're just a book. You don't know anything. Answer the question.
Yeah, whatever. Listen, I just want to let you know that this is really important for your lord.
I'm gonna heal myself.
You're like just on the floor.
How's she doing?
She's leaning against the wall, looking very grey. You suspect
Yeah,
she's in a similar situation to you.
Yep, I'll heal her too.
All right, give me your rolls.
That is a success with a 5 hit points.
All right, any dark fate?
That any of the goblins.
No dark fate.
All right, that was for her. For yourself?
For me, oh, that is a dark fate for you, but
Yes.
I still beat an
We
11,
like the dark fate.
and I will get a 6 in return.
Nice. What was your question? The 5th house, the start of the 5th house.
Aye.
Rumor had it that when the great mage departed, he left artifacts behind. The star of the 5th house was one of them. It is said it was a key that led to the very heart of the world.
Yeah.
Basically, it led into the very center of the mountain range that the Black Tower guards. In other words, the 5th house is the house of the Grand Mage. And the secrets held within that would boggle the mind.
Gustada, do you understand what this book is saying?
Yes. It speaks of ancient powers that were left in the wake of the great mage. And that if this is what the goblins were seeking, that there must be some greater force moving them through this ancient dwarven site. Whatever it is, it means no good, and I foresee dark days in our future.
Should we go get the key or something, and then keep it away from them?
I must interject at this point, please, says Asfael. It is important that I make it back, at least to a tempered lord. There is something they must know about the Dark Elf Queen.
Right.
We can take her back to the city and come back here after for the anvil. I personally like it.
I mean, okay. I mean, yeah. If you think whatever, but let the magic individual who sees the future tell us what we should do next. Because honestly,
I'm gonna put your book back in the bag.
he sees the future.
I close the book.
He's
and put
never
the book
wrong.
Back in the bag.
It's been 10 out of 10 times. He's been right.
It's true. It is true.
Everybody looks at the prophet for the future.
I foresee us guiding our ward to safety first, and then returning with more reinforcements and a good night's rest, as well as more bacon. And then we shall seek out, like a hungry mole, that which lies hidden from the light of day.
Are you gonna feed the bear and test your friend?
I really like that. I think that I will follow you under one condition. You tell me how they put that bear in that little room. I mean, the door was only this big, and the bear is gigantic.
Ah, you see, well, the secret lies in building the dungeon around a bear already in the room.
Whoa. That's some serious planning.
Oh yes, it was very dangerous for the builders. I foresee there was many limbs lost.
With your animal handling that you had done before, Degas, you know the answer to this. A bear is more coat than actual body, and with some squeezing could possibly have been dragged through the very narrow dwarf doorways, which might be low but are fairly wide.
All right, so here's my
Oh,
thinking.
you're telling tales.
We should befriend the bear.
I agree. We should make the bear.
And then
we get the poor beast out
we
of
go
these
deliver
tunnels.
the ward, whoever that is.
The bear can carry
And
it.
then we come back with the bear, and the bear knows the place, and so we fight our way through with bear. We call him
And my book.
and the book, yeah, of course.
Yep.
The,
This
bear the book in
man
the
is my new
wardrobe.
weapon.
the bear in question.
Strap the book to a stick and just wear it like a banner.
No. I think all we need to do is tie a string to the book and just fling it into every room before we go.
It's a good
fishing.
good book
On a
grenade.
fishing lure.
Breach.
The bear in question has wandered into the passageway and has pushed itself with quite a lot of effort through
crap,
the narrow
run.
door. How long does your speak with animals last for, Michael?
Oh, it's
It's a special
it
ability.
doesn't
I think
have
it's the same as mine, where you can talk
Yeah.
to animals and trees forever. It's just something you
Yeah,
do.
it just is.
It's
Yeah,
something
it
like
just
when
is.
my sprite flies. It's just you just do it.
You just do it? Okay.
Yep.
The bear looks at you, Kusade, and it says, "Hungry more."
I'll take out some of my rations. Come, great and powerful friend. We shall take you to where you can find more. In the meantime, may this humble offering bring you sustenance. And I throw it. I do not hand-feed bears.
You throw it.
I can definitely... I don't
All
need
right.
to see into the future to figure that out.
The bear lumbers past everyone, causing you all to have to sort of narrow down until he gets to the goblins. And then he stops and he starts eating the goblins.
Oh, yeah?
That's great.
What a delightful creature. Can we go now? I have been down here for quite some time, and really, perhaps I
Wait.
should tell you.
The bear's eating. No, just joking. Yeah, we go.
I am naming the bear Hannibal.
Yep. Hannibal the bear
And-
cannibal.
What
Hannibal.
am I gonna call my book?
No, because he's a bearable.
Oh, he's
Oh,
a
dear.
bearable.
Dear, oh dear.
People die.
You know what? I'm actually not going to tell you what I need to tell the Tamsarai, just in case. Yeah, okay.
Hang on, we need to know about this queen. You got to tell us.
We are the Tamsarai.
All right, just in case I don't make it. The Drow Queen is under the influence of a Bane Lord.
Oh no.
Not Her
We
Majesty.
believe she's been controlled for some time now and is causing all kinds of mischief to happen, sending out troops much higher above towards the surface than ever before. They are dedicated to seek out artifacts left behind by the Great Mage for some reason. I don't know why. But primarily that is their mission, and the Queen is the one leading them there.
Right.
Oh my god.
I did not see that coming.
Same.
Wait, Michael, is your character's real name Fardok? Are you the ambassador for the Drow?
Maybe. I mean, clearly no one gets his name. Clearly, no one gets his name right. So after a while, he'll go back and say, "Maybe call me Fardok from now on." People seem to struggle with my dark elf name.
Kusade,
Well, perhaps
Kusade
perhaps it's Kusade Fardak.
Yeah, it could be
He's
Kasade
like,
Fardok.
oh, I just like clued in. It's like, oh, he is a Dark Elf Tamsarai, and they only mentioned one.
And they said they sent him to the far reaches of the kingdom. So
That is true. That is true. And I mean, now we have stats for it. So I mean,
There you go.
It's so meta.
As you get to the exit of the dwarvish chamber, there is some muffling from your backpack. What the hell are you doing?
Oh, we'll be right back. We're coming back in, don't you worry.
I will kill anyone who tries to remove me from the tomb of Dramdrachet.
Wouldn't you rather not be in a tomb by yourself with those horrible Forleos?
You question a dwarf's honor? I have forsworn
I
to
am a
stand all
dwarf!
eternity by my lord's side, and that's what I shall do.
Oh, you stay
I'm
here,
gonna-
then I'm gonna stick him. I'm gonna hide him
gonna
behind the
make-
bronze statue.
All right.
I'm gonna make some distance, as they're both yelling and shit.
Same.
I'm just like, Bucky! Like, hide
Can't
behind
take
the
another one of
Door
those.
as she does this.
I'm a man.
Are you okay?
I'm a man.
Are
Yeah, look. At this point, this man is arguing with a nuke, and I'm just more than happy to leave
I
him to
leave
it.
the nuke behind a bronze statue of a dwarf. It's fine.
And we head out.
And then we leave.
And you head out, and that brings us to the conclusion of this little side adventure. Thank you both, all of you, for playing. I should say it was definitely what I anticipated. But there you go. Yes.
Maybe I'm gonna be lady again.
Now,
Yeah, you can be a lady again. Oh, you're
Like-
so much prettier.
you know what we should do? We should definitely have a moment where we all are on the bear back on the bear, and we charge in at some point during the main adventure.
That would be
Oh my
cool.
god. I'll just
That
have to
would
do
be
half
cool.
my face like this. And then just I'll talk one way like, oh yeah, yeah. Ah! Some Jekyll and Hyde stuff going on.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, hopefully next week we get back to the main adventure. And yes, I don't think we've seen the last of Saul and Dagus and... Oh, why do you... Crusade. Crusade. It just doesn't...
So like maybe it's like Spanish or like the cockroach.
Usually it is Kai who's coming up with names that I can't remember. Because you used to do that
That's the
quite a
worst.
lot.
No, yeah, mine's pretty bad too.
Florian.
Yeah, mine have always been pretty easy. I'll
Yeah,
admit.
and then suddenly Crusade.
Like
Anyway.
Sid,
Benji.
Jagsy, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, it's all
I
been
think it'd
good.
be easier if we actually had your name underneath your nameplate. Right now it still says Sid on, so keep going to go call you Sid.
Yeah,
Like,
so
it's not
I'm-
Sid.
I'm-
It's
Yeah, so that definitely, but that's because I didn't anticipate doing this recording as it was.
I forgot my name halfway through this game.
as,
I'm on the
as
wall.
happens, where it's like, okay, we're doing a side quest, make new characters, and go, and now we're playing.
Well, I love that you're just like, we only have so many tokens, and then you listed them off. I'm like,
Yes.
that's a boy.
Yeah, you are a dwarf.
That's a
man.
boy. That's a boy. They're all boys. So I was like, hi, why not?
I didn't.
Dwarfy
have to-
Dwarfson, son of dwarf.
Yes. Nonetheless, it got to at least allow you to explore a little bit different character build options there, and I think Mitch, you certainly embraced dealing damage.
That's pretty much what I do in this game. I just max out that damage stat, and I just hit things as hard as I possibly can.
Then there you go, and we had a prophet who was 100% accurate.
Oh yeah,
Well,
absolutely. And
that was really
and all of that, by the way, just came from pure and unbridled nat 20 rolls on everything I did, every perception check. It was so good.
Guy, was it self-fulfilling where you're playing what he said into the game, or you actually decided he's just actually psychic?
So two things. Partly yes to both those answers. So I had pre-created this map for something else, and when we decided to go ahead and play today, even though we were a player short, I was like, okay, cool. Well, I can use this map, and it's a dwarvish thing. And then I had to try and, I came up with adventures as you guys were doing your characters. I was going, okay, well, we can do this adventure and tie in a little bit of lore and a bit of meta and some of that fun stuff. And the whole thing is set up as a trapped dwarvish tomb, the map that I created. And so the door that you open to the barracks, that is quite literally listed as the barracks, and the door to the library is listed as it is a library. I mean, those props were placed there way before you guys came in. The idea of the book being a weapon, however, that was because Michael had said, well, there'll be darkness and doom. I was like, well, okay, what would a dwarf do with a book? He would make a book a weapon, because I think that's what dwarves do in this game, is they just make everything weapons. So there we go. Yeah.
I'm going to come back and convince this book to come with me and use it as a weapon. Like put it.
He'll not leave his lord the Drumdrachet.
I'll take his. We'll go raid the temple, and I'll put Drumdrachet in my backpack, and him in the book will come with
Yeah,
me.
There
then
you
tape.
go.
Then you tape the
Oh,
book
and
to
I
the
tape the book
bear's
to a
forehead.
stick.
No, to the bear's forehead. So the bear's looking around. There's beams of. We just throw bacon where we want
Just-
the book to look.
Just there you go. There you go.
I like my
There you
idea of
go.
the fishing pole and just
Yeah.
or put it on
See,
like a stick and just wear the book.
I've had goblins on a stick. Now books on a stick. I mean, it's
Books
great.
are less morbid.
Yeah, that's true. And sticks are very versatile, apparently. So there we go. Anyway, folks, thank you for playing and thank you for watching.
Just strap the book to my armor
like
and just
button if you
face where I
liked
wanna
what
go.
you saw, or the subscribe button. You can pick up a copy of Talisman Adventures yourself if you head on over to the Pegasus Spiele website. Link is down below. And to my wonderful players, Mitch, Cai, and Michael, thank you so much for being such good sports and entertaining as always. Until next time, however, I wish you and yours the very happiest of gaming. Goodbye.
Bye.